If Mike Chimombe as well as Moses Mpofu did not expose the uh, fraud and the corruption that was orchestrated by Emerson Mnangagwa, his chief of staff in the presidency, that is his relative, as well as also his man who is actually running dodgy businesses to accumulate tenders on behalf of Emerson Mnangagwa, that is Chivhayo. These two, if they did not release the audios that gave us a clear picture of how corrupt Emerson Mnangagwa is and how he is defrauding the state in Zimbabwe. These gentlemen, I can assure you without doubt that they would be out. They would never have faced these hefty sentences. Not to say they are good people, they are corrupt human beings, but if it is the issue of dealing with corruption, then Chivhayo could have been part of these individuals. They could have been locked. Emerson Mnangagwa, alongside with his chief of staff, as well as also the current Zimbabwe Electoral Commission chairperson, and many more, could have been actually in prison at the moment, but they are not. These two have been actually given hefty sentences because they were punished for having big mouth to expose the biggest fish when it comes to corruption in Zimbabwe. Greetings and welcome to your lovely channel, the Hlonipani Global News. If you are watching us for the very first time, please do remember to press the red or black subscribe button so that next time when we beam live, you become the very first one to watch us. So the compromise, the judiciary, through the High Court judge, that is Justice Pisirai Kwenda, a factional judge, and also a judge that is controlled by Emerson Mnangagwa, has sentenced local businessmen, that is Moses Mpofu, to an effective 15 years in jail, and his business partner, Mike Chimombe, to 12 years. The flamboyant pair was convicted in October of defrauding government of more than 7 million in a botched presidential court pass-on scheme. Mpofu, wearing an expensive Gucci jacket, was jailed for 22 years but had 7 years suspended, 3 on condition of good behavior, and 4 on condition of restitution, which runs into millions of United States dollars. Chimombe, donning a high-priced Balenciaga sweater, got 17 years, with 3 suspended on condition of good behavior and 2 upon restitution. The 2 have given notice to appeal both conviction and sentence. Kwenda had indicated that the starting point for sentencing was presumptive 20 years imprisonment. Prosecutors had been pushing for a 35-year jail term for each man. Both men were consistently denied bail leading up to today's sentencing, largely due to the severity of the potential sentence and flight risk concerns. The court pursued asset recovery, restitution to reclaim lost public funds. Well, this may be said a step in the right direction, but it doesn't balance the Zimbabwean justice system if Emerson Dambudzo Mnangagwa, if all Zvikanandas are not also in prison, because it is not only these two gentlemen who are actually who were involved in it. Wicknell Chivhayo was equally involved in corruption. And many more. They are still, especially individuals like Paul Tempter Tukwarar. You can look at the face of that thug, that one is a thug. A serious conman. You can look at him by the face, the appearance, and even his voice, the way he speaks, you can tell that that is a serious conman. Anyway, this is not the justice that people want. Justice that only punishes people that actually are against the current president, then that is not justice. Justice should actually not have eyes. In this regard, justice would be complete in Zimbabwe if individuals like Wicknell Chivhayo, Mnangagwa Takwirei, and many more, Kuvama Tangas, and many more, we have actually done a lot of harm in terms of siphoning the resources meant for the people of Zimbabwe, find themselves in prison. It's a step in the right direction, but Mnangagwa also, as well as Zvikanandas, should be equally arrested and face the same music. And as well as those who actually issued within the government, who issued these tenders, and also more tenders that are controversial, which have been issued. We will celebrate when we see all people, actually all criminals of ZANU-PF being arrested and locked up. I think that is when we would say, and also members of the judiciary who have compromised their profession to push a narrow factional agenda also get to face the music. That is when actually we would talk of that justice. Otherwise, at the moment, it's Mnangagwa revenging to Chimombe as well as Mpofu because of being whistleblowers, because of exposing Wicknell Chivhayo of how entrenched corruption activities carried out by individuals like Wicknell Chivhayo. These gentlemen gave us a clear picture of corruption in Zimbabwe, and this is purely exactly the reason why they are punished. Thank you very much for watching us. If you are watching us for the very first time, please do remember to press the red or black subscribe button so that next time when we beam live, you become the very first one to watch us. You can financially support this channel by pressing the join button and be part of our members who are the heartbeat of this channel. You can equally do so by pressing the thanks button and send us stars. Umhlabane is signing off. Let me love and leave you. Let's meet on the other side of the live broadcast.